Let's talk about the one question that seems to cause more stress for English learners than any other. How do I practice English in my country? I have no one to talk to. Does that sound familiar? For millions of learners, there's a very strong belief that without a daily conversation partner, their English will never improve. It feels like a roadblock you can't get around, a reason why you'll never become fluent. But what if I told you that this belief, the constant, stressful search for a speaking partner, is the very thing holding you back from fluency? Let's get this out of the way right now. The intense focus on finding someone to talk to is misguided. The idea that you must have a speaking partner to become fluent is the single biggest myth in English learning. You do not need a conversation partner to become a fluent English speaker. In fact, the real foundation of great speaking has nothing to do with talking to other people. It's something you can do entirely on your own, starting today, no matter where you live. The real key to fluency is something completely different, and it's something you have 100% control over. The real foundation of fluent speaking: intensive listening. So, if talking isn't the first step, what is? The answer is simple: listening, 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 listening. Before you can speak English comfortably and naturally, your brain needs to absorb a huge amount of it. This is the foundation that most people skip. Here is the core recommendation for building your fluency foundation. Focus on intensive listening for at least 6 months. That means listening for 2 or more hours per day, every single day. The best part about this method is its accessibility. You can do it alone. You don't need an American, a British person, or anyone else to talk to. You only need a phone and headphones. Your computer or any MP3 player will work just fine. You can integrate it into your daily life. Listen while you're driving, on the train, cooking dinner, or cleaning the house. Still skeptical? Consider the story of Mehdi from Iran, a member of the English Conversation Guide. He achieved a very high level of English without having anyone to talk to. His secret? As he tells everyone who asks, the key was intensive listening and deep learning through repetition, listening to the same audios many times. It built his fluency from the ground up, proving this method works. Your solo speaking playbook. Once you've built your listening foundation for a few months, you'll naturally want to start practicing your speech. But you still don't need a partner. Here are 3 powerful techniques you can use to train your speaking muscles all by yourself. 1. Talk to yourself. It may sound strange, but this is an incredibly effective technique. Stand alone in a room and have imaginary conversations. Give speeches to yourself in the mirror. Talk about your day, your plans for tomorrow, or the weather. This is exactly how I practice for my podcasts and shows. I talk to a camera with no one talking back. It's a powerful way to build public speaking confidence, and you can use the same technique for your English. 2. Become an imitator. This simple exercise is fantastic for pronunciation and fluency. Find an audio of a native speaker and follow these steps. 1. Listen to a single sentence. 2. Pause the audio. 3. Immediately try to imitate the speaker's words, rhythm, and intonation exactly. By copying a native speaker sentence by sentence, you train your mouth and mind to produce English sounds more naturally and easily.
3. Try the shadowing technique. Shadowing, also called tracking, is a more advanced version of imitation. Instead of pausing the audio, you speak at the exact same time as the native speaker, trying to stay just a fraction of a second behind them. It's difficult at first, but it's one of the most powerful tools for building the kind of automatic, effortless speech that defines fluency. How to overcome the fear of speaking in public. So you've practiced alone, but when you get in front of real people, your mind goes blank. You freeze up and forget words you know perfectly well. What's going on? The real cause. This is not a language problem. It's an emotional one. When you feel nervous, your body releases adrenaline. That rush of fear is what causes your brain to literally turn off and makes it impossible to recall words. The solution is to train your brain to function even when that adrenaline is pumping. A physical trick to retrain your brain. Here is an unconventional but highly effective method to practice speaking under pressure all by yourself. 1. Get physically excited. Before you practice, jump up and down. Put on your favorite high-energy music and move around. 2. Simulate nervousness. The goal is to get your heart pumping and to make yourself breathe a little heavier. This mimics the physical sensations of fear and anxiety. Then, 3. Practice speaking English while in this excited state. Give a speech or tell a story while your heart is beating fast. By doing this, you are teaching your brain to think and speak in English even when your body is experiencing the physical symptoms of nervousness. This isn't just a theory, it's the exact trick I used for years to overcome my own fear of public speaking. It trains you to change the feeling of fear into a feeling of excitement and energy. Quick answers to big questions. How long does it really take to become fluent? It's about the number of hours you practice, not the number of years. Forget the idea that it takes 6 years. An intermediate learner who practices 3 to 4 hours every day could become fluent in just 1 or 2 years, possibly even less. Why didn't school work for me? School methods are often ineffective. In a classroom, you are passive, forced to use boring textbooks and focus on memorizing grammar rules. When you learn independently, you're the boss. You choose interesting materials, podcasts, audiobooks, movies that you actually enjoy, and you can get huge amounts of listening. Ultimately, schools fail because they don't provide the massive amount of listening input that forms the true foundation of fluency, the very foundation you can now build on your own. Am I too old to learn English? No. Age does not matter for learning a language. The only area where age can be a factor is in achieving a perfect native-like accent. But for fluency and clear communication, it is irrelevant. Language learning expert Steve Kaufman continues to learn new languages. He speaks around 15 of them in his 70s, proving that it's never too late to start. Your path to fluency starts today. No partner required. It's time to let go of the stress and frustration. You don't need to desperately search for a speaking partner to achieve your goal. You have all the tools you need to become a confident, fluent English speaker right now, all on your own. Your journey starts with a simple, powerful foundation: intensive, repetitive listening. From there, you can use solo speaking techniques to build your confidence and clarity. So just relax. You're going to be fine. You have everything you need to succeed wherever you are in the world. So, what will you listen to today to start building your fluency?